Annette Funicello, America's eternal sweetheart. From her Mickey Mouse Club days to the sun-drenched beach party movies, she was the symbol of innocence, charm, and youth. But behind that radiant smile was a private nightmare she carried in silence for years. What terrible battle did she endure long before the world knew the truth? The reality was far darker than anyone could have imagined. A slow, merciless decline that stood in painful contrast to the cheerful image she had always projected. Born in Utica, New York in 1942, Annette's story began like a Hollywood fairy tale. Walt Disney himself discovered her in 1955, instantly seeing in her the perfect embodiment of his studio's wholesome, family-friendly dream. Within months, she became the most adored Mouseketeer of all, loved for her sincerity and warmth. When she transitioned into the wildly popular beach party films alongside Frankie Avalon, she became the ultimate girl next door, a national icon of youthful purity. Disney's expectations followed her everywhere. She had to remain immaculate, always the picture of modesty, never baring her midriff, never letting her private life peek through. That constant pressure to maintain a flawless image would one day make her private suffering feel even lonelier. As the 1960s faded, Annette quietly stepped away from fame to focus on her family. She married, had children, and embraced a quieter life away from the cameras. Occasionally, she would return for nostalgic appearances, still beloved by fans who remembered her as the eternal Mouseketeer. But in the late 1980s, during the filming of Back to the Beach, she began noticing something strange. Her balance faltered. Her speech slurred. At first, she brushed it off, but the symptoms only worsened. Then came the diagnosis: multiple sclerosis, a cruel, degenerative disease that attacks the nervous system, unpredictable and unforgiving. The woman who had once embodied health and vitality was now fighting her own body in secret. For 5 long years, she hid it. She refused to let the world see her tremble or stumble. On set, she'd force her body to cooperate, masking her pain with that same trademark smile. The effort was exhausting, and the fear of being pitied even more so. The distance between her public persona and private reality grew unbearable. In 1992, Annette made the brave decision to end the silence. She revealed her illness to the world before rumors could distort her truth. The confession stunned fans everywhere. But it wasn't self-pity. It was courage. She wanted people to understand, to see that behind the perfect image was a human being fighting for control of her life. Her openness turned tragedy into purpose. By admitting her struggle, she shattered the illusion of perfection that had defined her for decades, and in doing so, she became more real, more inspiring than ever. Following her announcement, Annette founded the Annette Funicello Research Fund for Neurological Diseases, determined to turn her suffering into something meaningful. As the years passed, her condition worsened, eventually confining her to a wheelchair and robbing her of speech. Yet even in silence, she radiated grace. Until her death in 2013, she faced every day with quiet strength and unyielding dignity. In the end, her legacy transcended the bright lights of Hollywood. She was no longer just the smiling Mouseketeer. She became a symbol of perseverance, showing the world that true beauty lies not in perfection, but in the courage to keep going when life takes everything away.